This whole program came about because I had to replace the light bulbs in the kitchen in my house. So this burned out. Well, I had 6 of them, they all burned out. So I said, well, let me see. So I went to a light store and I looked around and they had all these lights, bulbs. Well, they sort of had light bulbs. I didn't have a clue what I was buying. So I bought one like this. It was a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, it was more like this. Okay, see? It was a mommy to this baby. And so I bought it and I brought it home and I had the crane came. I had to get the gardeners with the ladders and everything to change a light bulb. So we put the light bulb in and I turned it on. And my kitchen is blue. And I have a picture of a blue kitchen here. It says it's blue and I'm showing you that, blue. I didn't want a blue kitchen. I wanted a bright light kitchen like I'm used to. So that gave me an idea. So I called my friends at the NICA IBEW training school center in San Bernardino. And Laura, who is an electrician, I said help. And she's here to help us how to buy a light bulb. Huh? I know. But trust me, because you're going to end up, this is a light bulb, okay? This isn't a light bulb. This is a funny thing that looks like a pig's little tail or something. And then we have all of these light bulbs. And we're here to learn today from Laura how to buy a light bulb. So, tell me a little bit about the fact that tell me how you became a working electrician in the field. She knows how to build things because see this light thingy here that turns the lights on and it dims them and everything? We're going to learn about that. She built this a few minutes ago so we would have all the power in here. Isn't that neat? Here she is building it. It's fascinating. I love it. I wouldn't do it because you can electrocute yourself
yes.
if you do this yourself. You can hurt yourself. These little tiny wires in here, they will kill you, right?
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, how did you become an electrician and when? I know your husband, who you've been married to for 30
some years,
he's in construction.
Right.
And you also went in to become an electrician, but how did all that happen? Because you were a secretary, weren't you?
Yeah, when we got married in '78, he was a union carpenter and I was a secretary, and he'd always laugh at me. He would go, "Oh, is that paycheck for 1 week or 2?" Ha 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 ha. In 1978, they decided they would have women's equality and that union contractors had to take in women into the construction field and train them.
1978. There were no women trained electricians before 1978.
We had a few, but they weren't union.
They were not apprenticeship trained.
They weren't apprenticeship trained.
They didn't go to
right.
8,000 hours of on-the-job training
No.
and 5 years of school and all that stuff.
Right.
But not to say they weren't good electricians. They just didn't have the kind of education
No.
that is available today.
Right.
That you got.
Right.
How did you get into school that you didn't have to pay a college tuition for and you got paid to go to school and you got a great education and became a very high-paid, thank you very much, electrician? How did all that happen?
Okay, what you do is you take a test. You have to be good in math.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to make sure you have high school algebra.
Just a little bit, right?
You have to have 1 semester of high school algebra or 1 semester of college algebra.
Okay.
You have to have a GED or a high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
You come down to our school. There's schools all over the United States for the IBW, and then you take that test. The top 10% get to go in and they take another interview. They want to know why you want to be in there.
Basically,
okay?
They don't want slackers.
We want the very top percent. We want somebody, because you have to commit for 5 years, and when you're young, 5 years is like a lifetime. So you commit to us for 5 years. We have contractors that will hire them, and then you have to come 2 nights a week to take the actual training. There's a lot of code, a lot of safety.
Which is one of the things that you teach. You teach part of the training course. You teach safety.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you were an electrician for a long time in the field. I mean, look
Yeah,
at, you've got your tool belt and everything.
Yep.
Look at this. You
Oh,
saw
that's,
it.
yeah, yes, that's yours. Yeah, I know.
You
It's
told
a
me about
nice
this.
toy.
And we did
yeah.
that in another show.
Yeah.
We're not going to go in that right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a light up toy. It shows that we are electrical. We are power.
Yes.
Yes, we are women. We are power. And men too. And men can do this too.
All right.
So today you're going to tell me why I lit up my kitchen and it's
turned blue.
instead of what I like to consider white sunlight type color. Okay?
Thank you. Uh-huh.
All right. Now,
So,
so now this is what I had. Let's start with what I had and what I bought and why. It's a, you know, I looked at the wattage and I couldn't understand the watt of this pigtail thing.
Right.
I didn't get it.
Right.
It wasn't real watt.
no.
They kind of compared this is equal to a 60 watt or 100 watt bulb.
Right.
Okay, so I bought it. But it wasn't equal because it was blue.
Yeah. So let's go way back, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to go super simple. Your eyes look at something. Your eyes are looking at the lights, right?
Yeah.
My eyes are looking at the same lights or the same color.
Yeah, we have a couple of camera lights here.
I see different. We have cones and rods in our eyes. Everybody sees a color differently. Is that incredible?
No, that's impossible. Look,
No,
red is red, white is white.
Right.
This is white.
So when
This
you
is
took
blue.
right, so when you took your camera and you were trying
Oh,
to get the
yeah.
different colors, it wouldn't show you. You know why? It was correcting it.
Like
Your-
my eyesight?
Your eyes won't correct
So the
it.
camera is just like my eyes. So
But-
here's what I wanted to explain what we did here.
Okay, so what I did here
Look
is
at this. Isn't this cool?
yeah. So what I did
She
here.
built this, by the way. Laura built this just a few minutes ago. And I'm trying to take a picture of the blue light and the other light and the white light. And
Right.
guess what? My camera is showing it's
Them all
all
this-
regular light like I would have wanted in my kitchen.
because it adjusted. It
And my
adjusted.
sight is seeing all, except this looks a little yellowy.
Now feel it. Hot,
Ooh,
Feel
no,
it?
Not that
Hot?
hot. Let me see.
hot,
Yeah, hot.
hot.
Oh yeah.
How about that one? How about that one?
Cold.
Good,
Cold.
good,
Cold.
good.
Cold. That's bright. That gonna hurt?
Nope.
Cold.
Yeah. Energy. These are wasting energy. It's coming out as heat. Those aren't wasting any energy. So that's why you're talking about why the wattage is so much lower on those. They're not using hardly anything, and you can physically feel it.
But now things have started to change, right?
Right. So let's go ahead back to your eyeballs, okay?
Yeah, my
so
eyes.
when you go outside, you look up at the sky. It's beautiful blue today, right?
Beautiful.
Okay, guess what? We have a temperature, like a thermostat, like you put out here was like 99 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the colors are the same way. We have a spectrum, it's called Kelvin temperature. Okay, so for blue, is the blue sky, that is the highest,
Kelvin.
Kelvin. And
But wait a
that's
minute.
why,
Okay,
go ahead.
Okay, hold on a minute. Here is a regular light bulb.
Right.
And this says 67 watts. Why it's not 75 or whatever, but it's 67 for all intents and purposes.
Right.
Okay? This is a regular light bulb that we have been used to buying for decades.
Right.
Okay? So when I go into the store, and by the way, here at Palm Springs Builders Supply, Palm Springs Lumber, as it was known for the last 90 plus years, on Sunny Dunes Road, by the way, in Palm Springs. I love this place because it's a real friendly, knowledgeable hardware store. Nice place, isn't it? It's all
It's
fun.
really, really
And
nice.
They have Milwaukee tools. I get to play with them. Here is a light bulb that I know how to buy. If I want a
Right.
low light, a 40 watt, I go buy a 40 watt.
Right.
I don't know about looms. Lumens. Lumens.
Lumens or
Lumens.
Kelvins.
Okay, come on. Come on.
I'll help you out.
This is, let's keep this simple. Let's
I
say
will.
this is a 60 watt light bulb that we're used to.
Right.
Got it? Mm-hmm. Well, this says 60 equivalent. It said brightness, 800 lumens.
Right. So we're outside. This one says daylight. See the blue? So blue outside in the sky.
Okay, so
That's daylight. That's daylight.
that's the day. That's blue.
That's right.
That's what I turned to my kitchen.
So you put the daylight in your kitchen.
I wanted daylight. I wanted the sun.
Ah, see, that's where you're wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
What should I have bought?
All right. You like your incandescent bulb, right? Isn't he nice? He's sweet. You know what it is
I know
and everything.
what it is. It's easy
Right.
and it lights the color I want it to light.
Okay. Guess what color he is? Really?
This one?
He's yellow. He's yellow. Yellow is on the opposite end of that Kelvin temperature. So now at night, you want a candlelight. Candlelight's what color?
White.
Candlelight is yellow.
Is it yellow?
It's yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a bright yellow.
So you want a nice calming color, you want yellow. So yellow is at 2,700 kelvins. The blue is 5,000 kelvins.
Yeah.
So you wanted a cool white.
Okay, this is 2,700 kelvins. What if I bought this one?
And that's a good one.
This one looks just like this.
Yeah,
But this one costs $20 and this one costs $4.
Right, but that's what you want. You're looking for the kelvins on there, and 2,700 is fantastic. If you want a nice, comfortable color like your incandescent bulb, that's the color you want.
2,700 K, as in Kelvin.
Perfect. You didn't like the blue color, did you?
In the kitchen, no.
No. Okay, guess what? We're finding out with your smartphones and these blue lights and stuff, if you want to try to go to bed at night, it's disrupting your sleep. You cannot sleep with anything blue in your room.
Now, I want to have normal, everyday household light in my home, in my kitchen.
Okay.
I want to have a nice light that used to look like this, that will now look like, which one do I get?
Okay, so according to this, and again, we want to make sure
3,000.
the 3,000, this says for kitchen.
That's this.
That's that one. Aren't you smart?
Got it.
Cool.
And what I'm looking for on the package that says 3,000 K.
Perfect.
So if you want a light that you're used to, you get a 3,000 K.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Now, if
you want to go into another room?
Let's go to the bathroom.
Okay,
we have
let's
to get
go.
up and look at ourselves in the morning.
Okay, so in the bathroom, but I love the fluorescent compacts.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be this. Oh yeah, look it. You can see the little.
Right here.
What is
See,
this?
yeah,
But look,
that-
this has fluorescent inside it.
Right, uh-huh.
Yeah, you can when you put this light bulb up to the thing, you can see the round little tiny fluorescent thingies in there.
Perfect, right.
And you like these for the softness and the bathroom type of light, so
Right.
we don't scare ourselves in the morning.
Right, yeah.
I'm fascinated by this because I always thought that, you know, a normal everyday professional camera and cameras like this Nikon and cameras like this is a new little GoPro-like thing that I got. I mean, this is amazing. It's a little HD, professional HD thing. Look at this thing. It won't pick the lights up either. It shows it all one color. So trying to demonstrate this is a tad difficult. Can you see the difference here? Yeah, sort of, kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is Kelvin. And we're going to put a little thing on a chart here on the screen that says if you want a soft white light, it's 3,000 K. If you want a kind of a neutral-like light, like you may be at the sun shining in or something,
Like an office
yeah,
situation.
you'd like 3,500 K. If you want a
Garage.
garage where you want a lot of light for your working,
Yes.
you want a 4,100 K. And any room, yeah, right, 5,000 K.
And see, what happens is that these LEDs are still being developed. And again, what they've been doing on the LEDs is they've been putting daylight with the blue color, and then they put that your actual warm light with the yellow color, so you knew.
With this little thing right
There's a
here.
little thing because
so they
people
think they're labeling it.
Yeah, they're labeling it because they're trying to help you out.
To me, the best thing going is this that you prepared for me.
Right,
You
yeah.
made this for me. So we're going to look at, and we'll put the colors on we'll be able to do it by way of a graphic on the computer for the television screen. So you'll be able to tell the difference. When I put 6,500K, you can see the difference in the picture that you sent me.
Right, the difference in the picture.
So they will show up on television, they
Right.
will show up on the internet, they will
Perfect.
show up on your computer.
Right.
They just won't show up in my eyes and my cameras.
And I told you about your eyes.
Yeah, well, I understand. So this is the whole thing of light is now changing. I mean, it's really, look at this, isn't that beautiful?
These won't dim,
No.
and so if you want to dim in your light, then yeah, you get rid of the fluorescent compacts.
Right, you cannot dim fluorescence.
No, unfortunately, they do have dimmers for it, but I don't have a dimmer, so you have to look for dimmable light bulbs, and that's a little more confusing. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like
I'm
part
with the
two.
K. I'm with the K here.
Thank
Lesson
you.
1 is the K
K,
lesson.
right.
K,
So yellow's going to be for what? So when you can go to bed, you use a yellow light.
which would be a
Very low, go ahead,
low K,
low K,
3,000.
right. And so you're going to see warm white, even though you think,
warm, puts
right,
me to
candle,
sleep.
candlelight.
Warm.
Not Mr. Sun, but candlelight.
And in my garage, where I might have a workshop or laundry
Right.
or something,
Daylight,
I want to see daylight
or the blue sky.
6,500 K. Well, I think we've made progress today.
I think so too.
I do. Yes, I think so. And we sure want to thank Palm Springs Builders Supply for allowing us to take over their entire area here and take whatever we want out of their lights.
Oh yeah.
I have always known this location as Palm Springs Lumber. It has always been known as Palm Springs Lumber since, get this folks, 1926.
26.
That's 1926. That's 90 years ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, almost 100 years ago. Now, but now you have something out in front that says best, do it best.
Do it best, which we still are Builder's Supply. It's Palm Springs Builder's Supply is what the name of it is. And we're Do It Best is an affiliate. It's a buying program which lets us buy as the big boxes buy.
So you can match any price from any big box store.
We have a price match guarantee.
Now, what you have that other places don't, you have...
We try to have the best service.
Right.
And we have local delivery that we charge only $10 for instead of the big boxes which charge $60.
So if I want to buy something from you like lumber or a whole bunch of stuff that I can't carry in my car, like many contractors,
Right.
and I say, would you deliver all this stuff to me? And you say, absolutely, $10 charge, that's it.
Right, and if we are going, if it's something small, let's say if it's a gallon of paint or something, and it's something small, 9 out of 10 times, if we've got something going that way, we won't even charge the delivery charge.
We're in the building that has been here for almost 100 years, this portion of the building. And you have some of the finest tools. You have Milwaukee tools, which are great tools because of the service. I mean, they have fabulous...
Have a great factory service. If there ever is an issue, they immediately take care of it.
And you like that a lot.
Yes.
Your customers like that a lot.
Yeah, because it's all about customer service. Without the tool, they can't do their job.
Right. I have also noticed something. The men and women that you have working here for you, they are a tad more mature than the average young person that you have a tendency to find in the big box hardware stores. This leads me to believe that I walk in here and ask a question about a light bulb or a light box or anything, your men and women are going to have the answer. They didn't come here yesterday.
Right, and if we don't have the answer, we'll find the answer.
Fast.
That's the most important part.
Right. I'm not going to stand in one of your rows here of all your hardware stuff and wait for somebody to show up.
Correct. Correct. We try to make sure the customer gets taken care of immediately. And we greet the customer because what our motto is, the customer is not a customer, the customer is our neighbor. And you want to be treated like a neighbor, so you want to be friendly.
When you're in business for almost 100 years, that's how you stay in business for 100 more years. Earlier in the program, Laura commented that things are changing very, very fast when it comes to light bulbs today. So I'm doing a little update, and I don't suppose you've seen one of these. This is called a LED bright stick, a bright stick. It's something new in the world of LED light bulbs, you know, not like the ones we used to know, but this is a stick. And I happen to have wandered in here to Palm Springs Lumber, and this is Mike. Mike was here not only seeing this light bulb for the first time, but he's lowering the prices on everything. And not only is the technology changing, but you know, a year ago what cost, I don't know, $12 or $9, now you can get for like $2 or $3. Right. So the prices are adjusting and they're coming down. So I'm not going to interfere with your work. I'll just kind of work around you and kind of describe what's happening and see how much I learned in my program with Laura. So
fine.
you go right ahead and lower the prices, and I'll go right ahead and talk about the light stick.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, this is, as we have learned, you buy a light source bulb now by lumens and by kelvins. Now, Kelvin is the color, and lumens is how bright it is. This stick is what is called a soft white general purpose light bulb. You know, it's not a bulb, because a bulb was that thing that we used to buy. Well, they have one up here as a bulb. This is an LED bulb. It's not very bright. It only has 450 lumens. And the color temperature is 2700, so unlike what I did, you will not turn your kitchen, your room, or whatever blue, because 2700 is a really nice color for what we would call normal. It's really more the color of a candle, but let's just try and learn the Ks and the lumens. So this isn't very bright, but it's a nice white color as our eyes would see it. So, but look at it, this is a bulb thing, it's round. So you've got those today. That's still up there at $8. This cute little thing, again, it's not very bright because it's only 760 lumens. But the color is right. So I actually learned something. It'll be the last time I color a room blue trying to buy one of these new bulbs. I'm going to set this here for a minute, put this in my pocket. Now, as you recall, this is what we were used to buying. This is a regular, light bulb, like that. Can't get it out of the box, but, it's just a regular bulb, light bulb. And that's bought with watts. We don't do watts anymore. And they still kind of describe what lumens are, and this is still not very bright because it's only 620 lumens. Now, the prices are changing rapidly. When I first purchased one of these little squiggly things, which I think you got the hint during the regular part of the show, I don't care for, because they just, I couldn't get, the lumens are not, it's not as bright, and this is more like a blue color, because it is, and it doesn't even, oh yeah, see, this is 5000 K. Turns your place blue, so I'm not terribly interested in this. What really fascinated me, and the prices are going down, what really I like about these new bulbs they're coming out with is, here's one of the kind that Laura really thinks a lot of. They're all called smart energy now, and this is more the latest, like a real light bulb. So basically what we're looking for is the lumens, and if it's down in the 400s, it's not going to be very bright. If it's in the, if the lumens are up there in the 900s, it's still not going to be very bright. I would think if you stick with the color in the 2700s, you'll be happy. And if you stay with the lumens in the, I really got this very confused, and I hope I'm learning. Help me out here. The lumens are the brightness. Thank you. I have an expert here. So the lumens are the brightness. So this is, well, no, again, it's the squiggly ones. Now here at Palm Springs Lumber, they are really helpful. And if I'm going to buy a light bulb, I'm going to come in and I'm going to look at these and I'm going to see how the prices are going down. So if you need help buying a light bulb, come on in to Palm Springs Lumber. Again, they've been here since 1927. That's 90 some years. So obviously the customer service is really, really good. And as long as, oh, this is an interesting one. Look, got something new every day. Look at this one. Never saw this one before. It's a soft white, so it's 2700. That's what we would consider a nice bright white light. As we learned, it's really more a little yellow, but let's not go there. And this is a lumens of 2150, so that's a good bright. That we're looking pretty good there. So I really hope that you know, look, it's got that thing. It's got, I think this is called well, it's called like a ballast or something. And there's more to these lights, which is really kind of why this one cost, hello, $16. And, oh, well, here, look, this is a very good example. Look at this. The prices really come down on these. So here you have, again, it's the little, you know, circle squiggly thing, but this is a nice brightness. It's 1600, and the color temperature is 27K, which is what you would like in your house if you don't want it blue. And you get 5 or 4 of these. How many are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for $13. So that's really, that's I'm not going to attempt to divide that up. So that's good. And then they are always telling you, they're getting better at this. You've got brightness and you've got color temperature. Brightness and color temperature. And that's how you're going to have to buy a light bulb today. What else do we have here that's new? You know, nothing much. It's kind of everything that we covered before. And, but it is changing. But I hope that this attempt to help you all buy a light bulb with Laura and myself, compliments of Palm Springs Lumber, has been helpful. At least I hope it has. And if you have any suggestions, give me a call if I got something incorrect here, or you know about something new in the wonderful field of light bulbs. But these little things apparently can be, I don't know, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to stick it in, see how much light I can get out of this, because again, it's only 760 lumens, which means just not very bright, but the light is right. It's not going to turn anything blue. You'll like this. Isn't that kind of cute? Who knows what they're going to come up with next? And by the way, it's plastic, so there's no chance that, like with a regular light bulb, you know, like one of these, that if you drop it, this is glass, and of course we know what happens when we drop an old style light bulb. You get glass all over the place. This, plastic. Much of these are, and it's a nice safety feature. So hope you enjoyed learning something. I sure did. Thank you. Way cool. Way cool.
I served, and I speak for those who cannot. U.S. Army Chief Warrant Officer Suresh Kraus, a Black Hawk helicopter pilot killed in action, Afghanistan. Ming Sun, a U.S. Army Private First Class, killed in action, Iraq. Both Cathedral City High School graduates. Neither Suresh or Ming were born American citizens. They joined our military and fought for freedoms they wanted to call their own. Ming joined the Army to become an American citizen. Suresh joined to repay after becoming an American citizen. They died wanting and thankful for what so many of us take for granted. I served, and I speak for those who cannot.